Hey, this is Pat GROSSI from Active Child here at jaminthevan.com, and just talking about the future of tour, talking about MoogFest, talking about jamming in the van in our channel.
No, I mean that's what usually we do. We have bands play full live sets inside the van, and
This is dope, man.
you guys use Vanapresta? No,
You guys were living in here too?
Sound dope.
No.
That would have been the dangerous move. I grew up on the East Coast till about 13 and then moved out here. I went to high school out here and then went to college in Boulder, Colorado. I was exposed to a lot of classical compositions that I think I normally wouldn't have ever sung or been really a part of. And so I think that's had a big influence on the way I write now and the way I sing especially. You know what? It's funny, every time you kind of head out on these tours you think, oh man, what if what if this person, we don't click, or like they're just assholes, and every time, man, it's like without fail, like I am equally impressed by like everyone is like great people. Yeah, we drove rented like a big Econoline 15-passenger kind of deal. Not quite as expansive as a jam van, but it was cool. It was nice. We kind of became obsessed with collecting objects around the country, curios, if you will. So we had all types of random dream catchers and snakes and puppies and weird shit that we would like put on the dash. So we had this like kind of like diorama of curios from around the country. We actually got a lot of stuff in Tucson because Southwest is like, that is the money spot for random ass stuff. The stuff that I think resonates most with me is stuff that leans a little bit more into kind of like the meditative area. It's a little bit slower. I mean, most of my stuff is pretty slow, but just kind of methodical and like rhythmic and kind of like loop based and very much kind of puts you in this weird realm of like almost therapeutic. I tend to sometimes have to catch myself. I get a little carried away, I think, sometimes with just wanting things to be grandiose and epic, and it's pretty obvious. I don't really hide behind much as far as like, you know, like symbolism or all these like allegorical lyrics. It's very kind of a literal translation of what I'm feeling. It's definitely a deep personal thing for me, which has been a little bit weird being on the road, because now it's like you gotta sing these songs every night, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta get up in front of people and kind of be naked for a little bit. I passed through Asheville, never really played a show there or anything, but I've been a huge fan of Moog for a long time. I don't own a Moog, but I've got plenty of Moog samples. I'm pumped to be on the lineup. You know, there's so many amazing artists this year. I think it's going to be a really big year. You know, there's a ton of different artists, but there's this guy, Amon Tobin, who has this crazy live setup. I think it's called Izan, or something like that. You should look it up on YouTube. It's the most insane, like, live setup ever.
You mentioned the Moog synthesizer, man. For those people who don't know what a Moog synthesizer is, you got a quick breakdown of what it is.
Well, it's basically just a monophonic synthesizer. They make other stuff like pedals and Mooger Foogers and all these different things. But yeah, it's basically just, you know, analog, like true analog monophonic synthesizers that you can manipulate and pretty much create what you want. They got all the oscillators and envelopes, everything you need for a synth. I guess I just want to say that I'm super excited about the rest of the year and being on tour and just being a part of MoogFest. It's gonna be really awesome. So I'm pumped. I live up the street. I'm just doing an interview with these guys. So yeah, jamming in the band.